Welcome back to part 6 of this battle report. It's time to find out who wins, Andy's Eldar or my Dark Angels. So Eldar, turn 5. Andy begins by moving up those Pathfinders out of the house so they can run towards the objective. He then moves up the Fire Dragons to contest the objective worth 3 points in case I decide to run for it. And that far left squad of Pathfinders moves up as well, just to get a better shot at my Sergeant or anything else they want to shoot at for this turn. The Guardians move up to score the objective worth 4 points, and they do so by moving through cover only 2 inches. So right now Andy has a lot of points worth of objectives. He then ran his Pathfinders towards the 2-point objective, and he gets them basically the perfect distance any farther away, and they would not be able to score that objective. Though I took out the scariest things earlier in the game of his army, I took out the non-scoring units such as the Banshees and left all scoring units on the table, such as these Pathfinders. The Fire Dragons then run up to contest the 3-point objective, and they run 5 inches, so that's plenty of room to get there. And he starts shooting. The Pathfinders shoot at the Company Master squad, hoping to wipe it out. Get 1 hit, which is AP1, and no wounds. The 2 healthy walkers then shoot at the Company Master squad. Need 4s to hit. They get a bunch of hits. I believe he actually hits about 12 of them. And needs 2s to wound. So in the end I have to roll 11 armor saves. I roll these 11 armor saves and I fail several of them, so the Company Master and the squad are dead. That gave him another victory point as well for killing my HQ. The Guardians shoot at the biker, but miss entirely. So right now it's 8 points to Andy to 4 points to me. So I need to get to some objectives and kill those Pathfinders. I begin by casting Prescience on the squad with the Plasma Cannon. I pass, so they get to re-roll their to hits. I move the squad out in a way that the Plasma Cannon did not move and could see the walkers, so it could fire. The Deathwing then move up to shoot at and contest the objective that is held by the Pathfinders. I knew I brought them for a reason. I figured if any of the Pathfinders are alive after shooting, these guys will assault them and hopefully destroy them, or contest the objective. The bike then zooms back to score the 3-point objective, and the Sergeant squad, who has held their own throughout the game, moves back to score the 1-point objective. I decided to move up the squad to rapid fire those Fire Dragons to hopefully get them off the objective, in case for next turn I can score it. And now it's time to kill those walkers. So I begin by firing the first squad at the walkers with the Plasma Cannon. The Plasma Pistol hits. I center the Plasma Cannon over 2 of them. And I roll and it hits again. So I'm hitting well with the Plasma. And the Plasma Cannon did not get hot. I then fired the Bolters. All 3 hit. So reds need 3s, whites need 6s. And I get 1 glance and 2 pens. And he rolls his 5+ cover save and fails the 2 pens and the glance. So I rolled the 2 pens and I rolled 2 6s. So 2 of them explode and the other one has a hull point taken off. That is pretty good news for me since they can cause a lot of damage. The last cannon on the Land Raider then fires at that 1 remaining walker. I rolled a hit and I get a hit. And I roll a pen, so it's automatically dead. Now the question is, does it explode? And we rolled and it didn't. The other last cannon and heavy bolter fire at those Pathfinders. I miss 2 of the heavy bolter shots. Luckily they're twin linked, so I get to re-roll them. And I hit with all of them. And they all wound. So Andy goes to ground to give them a 4+ cover save, I believe, because they're Pathfinders. And he rolls and they all pass, which sucks for me. The Deathwing then fire at them. Get a bunch of hits. And basically almost all of the hits wound except for 2. So they have to roll a lot of saves. And he fails almost all of the saves, so the entire Pathfinder squad is taken out. That means he's only scoring right now 1 4-point objective. The Sergeant Biker fires at the Fire Dragons. Need 3s to hit, so 1 hit, and no wound. The Librarian squad then rapid fires the Fire Dragons. The reds are Plasma, and the blue is the Librarian. They roll 4 hits, 2 with plasmas, and it ends up being 1 wound with a plasma, no save, and 2 normal armor saves. He rolls his 2 armor saves, fails both. So 3 Fire Dragons die, and they're no longer contesting the objective if I ran for it. But he passes his leadership check with a 6. So that's the end of the turn. I am currently winning 8-4. Does the game continue? No, it does not. So it is a Dark Angels victory.